And here's my take for the day, titled A Memo to Wike, Fubara, and the Inspector General of Police. One undeniable duty of a leader is to lift people up. And ultimately, the success or failure of leadership is seen either in being able to pull your people up or bring them down. The point today is that all our elected and appointed leaders owe it to us to lift us up as a people. When that happens, we will all know it. But the truth is that as a people, we are still far away from a truly people-based democratic political process. Now, let us look at one of the confounding blockages to the emergence of a truly people-based political process, which is the assault, insult, and the absurdities of godfathers fighting their own godsons. The existence of godfathers has been negative in our experience lately, but it doesn't have to be so necessarily. In life, it is normal for someone to recommend another. But our experience is that these godfathers are for the most part selfish, overly dictatorial, and they lightly esteem public interest. Let us focus now on Rivers State for the moment. The immediate past governor, Barrister Wike, is locking arms with his own self-appointed heir, to the extent that both of them will have to convince us that they are not part of some of the violence that we have seen in the state lately. Look at the destruction of public buildings and the loss of life that we have seen in Rivers State this past week. Who does that? Why is that okay? It is sad that Mr. Wike, our dear Mr. Project, is not cool, calm, and collected as a political gladiator. Fubara himself, that's the governor, is positioning himself as a real public brawler. So let us tell them both that neither of them is helping to lift up the people of Rivers State in these circumstances. Remember, leaders either pull their people up or bring them down. Wike should surrender practically and accept that he is no longer the governor of Rivers State. And the people should confront him with what he said in similar circumstances in the past.
What do I gain? What do I gain as a person if I destroy my state? Of what benefit is it to me? This is the state I owe everything to. So I needed that piece. I need that development in that state. And you cannot. But each time you go out, you cast aspersion on the state, you say this about the state, you bring down the state. No. What does it achieve that you wake up, you go on television to bring down your state? What does it achieve?
Wike should take his own advice. Then Governor Fubara should become a bit more reconciliatory and rally the people together in the different arms of the state government so that service delivery can be enhanced in the state. There are many people who will swear that Governor Fubara is indeed doing some very great work already in taking care of the people in the state, but he needs to make peace with Wike. Now, the Nigerian police. Our police should stop giving us the impression that they are doing Wike's bidding. Hopefully they are not. But the impression is very strong. How can the police accept a ruling that says that they should not perform their constitutional duty? Where is such done? If there is a proper ruling, then a neutral police force determined to serve the people will have appealed such an order. Then how come that the burning of the local government offices took place right after the police left the buildings? Mr. Inspector General of Police, why? Finally, the only reason the federal government is tolerating all the excesses of Wike is because the former governor of Rivers State is the ruling party's potent tool to completely neutralize the main opposition party. PDP should wake up and clean its own house. We need a viral opposition. It is good for democracy. It is good for a people-oriented republic. Our leaders must be told that if they are not seen to be lifting people up, then what they are doing is pulling people down. Godfathers and godsons must hear this It is the fact that many of our leaders are likely driven by personal aggrandizement to the detriment of the public interest. That's just the truth. Otherwise, why aren't we selecting successors in a democratic and transparent ways in the parties? If the godson saw the godfather govern for his or our own personal interest, not for the people, the godson will play smart and play along while the godfather is in charge, waiting for his own turn to take his own bite. This is what is happening in Rivers State today and in several other cases here in our country. And it is a shame. It should stop. And let's tell Wike that a dog can't be so wide that it will guard 2 houses all at once. Focus on your job here in the FCT. Mr. Wike, you can do a lot more there. And there you have it. Inside Sources will be right back.